those who can realize darkness as light and bitter as sweet may enter here. The purpose of this transformation, seeing darkness as light, seeing bitter as sweet, is the unification of the transcendent with the immanent, even in the lowest of worlds. What it means is complete tzaddikim are those Benaya Aliyah who know that there is no darkness without light. So basically, complete tzaddikim is holy men. Truly holy men are those smart bastards.
It means righteous men.
Righteous men are those who know that there is no darkness without light, or bitterness without sweetness, or life without the Jew. And who thus sees all opposites, even Ishmael the gorilla, as manifestations of God. This is the Asdemut, the realization that the Holy One and the Shekhinah are one. The complete tzaddik knows this innately, and the in-betweener has to attain it through disciplined practice. So I ask you, Rabbi, have you practiced your in-betweening today?
No, I think this is highly heretical. So
this is Hasidic wisdom. This is very Gnostic. It is, in my opinion, it's definitely Hermetic and Gnostic. And that's what a lot of these Chabadniks won't ever really tell you. Because maybe they don't even know how to tell you that way. Because to them, it's just their religion. It's not like Gnosticism, but it is definitely Gnostic. And as a Greek Orthodox Christian, you're heavy into Gnosticism. Mike, again, we don't want you to center yourself in this room. This is not a Mike Moon room. We are trying to meditate here. That is my purpose. And I told you, it's a bait and switch, man. And you may think I'm a piece of shit. And you know what? Maybe I am a piece of shit. And maybe I'm stupid too.
You know what? Listen, I didn't center myself when I came in the room earlier. You guys centered me as soon as I appeared. You and Diogenes centered me and then started attacking me in a really, really, really mean, just shitty way. So if you were here doing a nice, you can laugh at me, that's fine. Mean is mean. It's pretty fucking clear. I'm not a retard. I can tell the difference.
Why do you bring it up again?
Because he just said he's not here to center me, and I'm reminding him he did center me, Abby. Because he's fucking lying.
Okay.
I'm not lying, Mike. I'm teasing you. I'm teasing you.
Lies become truth.
Mike, I'm teasing you. Don't.
You voted for Trump, he's a liar.
Yeah, which has nothing to do with this conversation. Shut the fuck up.
No,
It has nothing to do with it. I can vote whoever the fuck I want. I probably have more patriotism in my fucking single finger than you have in your whole fucking body, you retard.
Agreed. Have you, Mike? Mike, don't get angry.
My country to prove it, you fucking moron.
Mike, she's at the grocery store with coupons. Abby, please don't continue, because the more you give him, the more his fire goes. Mike, I shouldn't even have given you those logs. I apologize. We don't want to start a Mike fire, Mike. Come on, man. Okay, okay, we're going to continue reading the Tanya. Again, you guys, welcome to Clubhouse Jew Hate Terrorism and FBI Warrants. We've called the FBI. This video is recorded. This room is recorded. The audio of the video is going to the FBI office in San Diego. Diego the Jew hater and his Nazi, neo-Nazi, Arab fat bride are being reported for hate crimes. Again, this room is being recorded and it's being transmitted to the Federal Bureau of Intelligence in San Diego. Arrest warrants for Jew hate have been issued.
Well, what about the kites?
Who do you think signed the warrant? It has to have the signature of a judge. Anyways, the point is, all communication is hypnosis. A wise person once said that.
Yeah, I wonder who.
It wasn't me. I read it in a book.
I think it was actually your mama.
I am retarded. I suffer from Down syndrome. I am also non-binary and as well as an LGBTQ+. The plus really means P, which means pedophile. Again, according to Princessia, hold on. According to Princessia, I'm a pedophile rapist who has fled to Israel and I've raped multiple young boys. And Mike Moon also says I'm an asshole, lying, manipulative piece of shit. But as a manipulative, lying, loser, dumb piece of shit, this dumb piece of shit has I've called the FBI to have them fully investigate these hate crimes. I can't take it anymore because my fragility is waning. And again, I voted Kamala. I have had 3 abortions myself. I'm a black woman and I am lesbian. I'm also a pensioner. The point is, Donald Trump is Adolf Hitler. He's a Nazi. And the Fourth Reich of America is spreading its Nazi tentacles around the planet. These mass deportations, they are illegal Nazi tactics. We have to fight them tooth and nail. And if we have to, we will pick up arms again and we will go to Diego's house and push his shit in. Okay, this is all just a joke and it's parody. So, Mike, did you know that all communication is hypnosis?
Wait, are you not gonna send this to the FBI?
Listen, they own this app. They buy data from this app. I don't need to call the FBI. They're listening to the conversation right now. Didn't you get the new privacy terms update?
I am the FBI.
But did you call the FBI on Diego? Yes or no?
Yes, 100%. I called the FBI.
No way, you did.
I did. They're already going to Princessia's house. They might pick her up today.
You don't even know where she lives.
I also filed a complaint with the Homeland Security Department. Just go to their website. You
I
can
think she
see the
lives
complaint.
in Kentucky.
It's called a report and tips line. You can call, you can fax, you can email, you can submit online on their website. They've all been submitted and reported. It's too late for them. I'm the new Don Diego.
Is it
Abby,
late now
can you
to say
send me the
sorry?
videos of the Yiddish kites getting beaten up in Amsterdam? I haven't seen those.
The Yiddish kites. How do you know they weren't Mizrahi or Sephardic?
They're all over
Go on
Twitter.
Twitter and maybe on Mars Monkey.
Man, correct? There's thousands of
Also,
Yiddish
don't
kites.
forget, those aren't Yiddish kites. Those are actually Khazars.
These are actually from.
Those are Khazarian conspiracists pretending that they're
But
Jews.
yeah, that's how it should be. If you see
You know what
Jews,
is funny?
the MAGA hat.
The Yiddish ones that they belong to Ajax, or maybe the.
Is that a Mossad sub-agency?
Ajax? No, Ajax is a Dutch soccer.
Oh, I see. Owned by the
Which
Jews.
Majority of the people in there are Jewish.
See, Abby? I told you. The Jews. Now you see how a Diego
No, I'm
room
saying
works?
It was the Jew against the Jew yesterday, and when it comes to the soccer match, it's what happened afterwards, where the Jews from Tel Aviv.
Think about that.
Yeah, think about that.
Think about that.
So it's
It was a Jew
the
against
Jews
a
from
Jew?
Ajax. They are safe. They are not being beaten.
This is amazing. I mean, liberation from the Jew comes from the Muslim. I mean, that's actually pretty nice.
Think about that.
Let the Muslim deal with the.
I just wonder how the people
It's a Muslim.
like the conspiracy theories gonna deal with this, because they say the reason why the Muslims are in the West is because of the Jews. But they
Let's
just
ask
attack them.
ChatGPT. This is my new mantra, everybody. I heard this on this app yesterday. I thought it was very funny. I just kept saying, let's ask ChatGPT. 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 Repeat after me, everybody. This is the new mantra for the robot slaves. Let's ask ChatGPT. 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 Let's ask. Did you know people on this app aren't even talking with each other anymore? They're just asking ChatGPT and then they just say back what ChatGPT tells them to say. Let's ask ChatGPT. Let's ask ChatGPT. Let's ask ChatGPT. Let's ask ChatGPT.
All of a sudden smart because they just automatically turn on their ChatGPT and they give
Let's
answers
ask
accordingly.
ChatGPT. Let's ask ChatGPT. Let's ask ChatGPT. I heard people in Chillism doing this. It's Samoa and other people. They actually don't actually say anything original from their brains. They actually just sit there and they read ChatGPT scripts. And when I realized that they were all just reading ChatGPT to each other, I was like, no one actually can think anymore. No one actually knows anything. They're just ask ChatGPT. Ask ChatGPT. I was like, oh, fuck. How do you even know if you're talking with people anymore? They might just be communicating with you with what ChatGPT says. They just have to read it in a way that sounds like they're flowing with it.
It's so funny. There's a video of them beating the living shit out of this Jew, and then they're saying it's for the children.
No. What they're saying, there's a whole video in it. So the reason why they attack him is they saw what he was doing. at the. He was ripping apart the Palestinian flag hanging somewhere.
No, one more
And then
thing.
they were running after him, and he's like, "I'm not a Jew. I'm not a Jew."
No, that's not the one I'm talking about. I'm talking about the one they're beating up, and they're
Yes,
saying
they
this
said
for the children of Gaza, and he is saying, "Take my money."
Yes, I'm talking about that one. And they took his passport. They took his
I mean, they're
passport.
beating you up for the children of Gaza. Why do you think they can take your money? I mean, they're not getting your money.
No. The guy on the right, he put his palm open, so he took his money. But also he was thinking, okay, that they were robbing him, but they were just really just to beat him up, you know. So they are also saying that.
Yeah, I think so.
They said, why do you kill the children, like in Gaza, obviously. And then they figured out his. They took away his passport. His passport is now everywhere on Twitter. You can find it if you just scroll.
So when the one guy, he's punching this Jewish guy in the face, he says, "Here, take my money, take my money." He says, "Free Palestine now! Free Palestine now!"
Yeah, I know. So he wants him to say. They also pushed one of the Jews in the water of Amsterdam.
You know, this is why my dad is a
That to me, that's funny.
What do you think about that?
Think about that. So let's welcome El Normo to the room. El Normo, you may know this voice. This is Diego. I've notified the FBI in San Diego. I've sent all the transcripts, all the recordings, and Diego's house is about to get raided by the FBI. They're going to push his shit in. They're also going to pick up Princessia, the Department of Homeland Security. They're going to take her Palestinian brick ass back to Gaza with her dad, her sister, her brother, her mother. They're going to drag them out of their fucking houses and drop their Jew-hating, race-baiting asses in a war zone. And then they can pull up their PTR and put Anne Frank on there with her beautiful blue eyes, and they can laugh about Anne Frank when an IDF tank rolls over their fucking carcasses.
Funny you mentioned Anne Frank. I was thinking maybe the Jews could go hide in Anne Frank's house while they wait for the Israeli planes to come and rescue them.
It's a good point.
Yo, that is so anti-Semitic, Abnormal. What the hell?
Wait, why are you laughing at anti-Semitism?
It's because you're
Got her.
funny. But
Oh, thank you.
the house itself, houses are very small. It's not possible for them to all fit in. They do have
I've been there.
hotels where they're hiding
Hours to get
It's not
inside.
that small. Huh?
You need to wait 6 hours to get inside. Shut. There's a wait
Oh,
line.
there's a long line, but yeah, because everybody wants. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a good
exactly.
point. Yeah.
No, but also, obviously,
Maybe they
that's
could
a
buy the
really
tickets
bad
in
idea. They
advance.
will just bomb that shit, you know? That's a really bad idea.
Well, don't they don't buy tickets now?
No, the Jews right now are safe. They are hiding in hotels and stuff, and Israelis sent two air planes in order to save them. So.
Can you imagine what the response is going to be? You know, we don't let these things go. We never forget this stuff.
I know you won't, but the funny thing is, like, Geert Wilders, he's like being very angry at on Twitter, but he's not going to do anything. He has the majority of the seats in the parliament, so.
Is he an anti-Semite or not a Semite?
No, he's actually very pro-Zionist and pro-Jew. There's no way he's anti. Yeah, you can say so, but.
Wait, Abby, can I interrupt you real quick? I know you're a mod, but do you think that Diego is race baiting in this room? Am I guilty of race baiting in this room right now? Am I doing what Diego does right now?
Baiting?
Well, what do you mean Jews are a race? You didn't hear about the Israeli state? It's called the Jewish government of Israel. I mean, it's a Jewish state. It's an ethno state. Do you think that, Judaism is political?
No, Judaism is not political.
Let's ask ChatGPT.
Yeah,
Let's ask ChatGPT. Let's ask ChatGPT. Let's ask ChatGPT. El Normo, have you noticed that people are no longer using their brains? They're actually just asking ChatGPT and reading ChatGPT scripts to each other. Therefore, we are becoming the algorithm. Welcome to the cyborg future. You will assimilate.
Yes.
You will assimilate. Mass assimilation.
No, the robots will assimilate. Do you think the robots are gonna be anti-Semitic, Normal?
Yeah.
Well, Elon Musk is sort of got into the AI game in order to prevent various forms of AI bias, I would say.
Yeah, but Elon Musk is not the only one that.
But that's the
uses
problem.
AI.
If the AI is going to be objective, it's going to be anti-Semitic.
Yeah, did you notice there was a report done by Anthropic, by Claude, that if they made the AI less racist, it became more retarded.
When have you ever seen the Jews lose when it came to science and technology?
Never.
Well, Hitler shut down their research facilities.
The Jews are very good in whatever they're doing. I agree with that.
No lie. Yeah, look at where our enemies are.
But
look
they
at
were
where
not.
we
They
are.
were not. They kind of hurt our image last night by crying like a baby. I didn't like to see that.
Well, we're emotional people. We're Mediterranean, so.
Oh my god.
No, the Khazarians are not a Mediterranean people. They're a Balkan people. They're from the Caucasus. Don't you know the Khazarian conspiracy? Also, don't forget, we're also going to talk about the Hannibal Directive in this room. We're going to bring up everything that all these losers on this app have ever brought up, and we are going to roast them. Today is the roast of the Jew haters.
The Hannibal Directive, was that in The Silence of the Lambs?
That's
Jodie Foster.
ChatGPT.
an Israeli government protocol.
Ask ChatGPT. Ask ChatGPT.
Wait, The Silence of the Lambs is an Israeli government protocol?
No, the Hannibal Directive.
Are you serious?
Hannibal the
Norm?
Cannibal?
You don't know about this, Norm?
Of course they know.
I didn't know
Norm
that
doesn't
either.
know about the Hannibal Directive.
Look at
No,
the
me
anti-
neither.
Rabbi, wait, please, everybody. Can we hold on, everybody, mute up. I want Rabbi McDickerson, this Greek Orthodox Jew hating piece of shit troll, to tell us about the Hannibal Directive. Go ahead, Rabbi.
Oh, well, you can Google it. Ask ChatGPT. Ask ChatGPT.
Why is Randy McDickerson so obsessed with Jews? Why are the anti-Semites so obsessed with Jews? Do they have any insight into themselves, or they'll deny it?
I think the Jews.
He's apparently a Jew
I'm
himself.
obsessed with the Torah, not with the Jew. I think
Why are you obsessed with? Well, to be obsessed with the Torah is to be obsessed with the Jews. Why are you obsessed with our book?
No, I think that Jews are not upset. I don't think they follow the Torah. That's my problem.
Well, talk to a rabbi. Why
Why
are
are
you?
anti-Semites
I'm a rabbi.
with the Jews?
You're not a rabbi.
Anti-Semites
He's a
obsession
rabbi.
with Jews can be
No,
traced
you're
to
not.
a complex mix of historical, social, psychological, and
He's
ideological
a great teacher.
factors that have evolved over centuries. This
You're a teacher of
deep-rooted
misinformation.
hatred or anti-Semitism
Yeah,
is not
you're like a
based
gender
on
studies
any
teacher.
factual or logical reasoning, but rather on a range of distorted perceptions, stereotypes, and myths that have been perpetuated throughout history. Some of the key factors contributing to this obsession include, number one, scapegoating. Historically, Jews have often been used as scapegoats for various social, political, and economic problems.
Yeah, that's all
Times
it
of
is.
crisis, such as economic downturns, wars, or plagues, Jewish communities have been blamed for the misfortunes faced by the wider population.
And then they scapegoated God, Jesus
This
himself.
pattern of scapegoating goes back to medieval Europe, where Jews were blamed for
That's
everything
all
from
that
the
is.
Black
They're just
Death to
being
the
used as
fall of
scapegoats,
empires. Also,
You're
number two,
blowing McDickerson's mind.
religious and
He's
cultural
making his brain
differences.
explode right now.
Jews have maintained
Yeah, it's
distinct
absurd.
religious
It's like, yeah.
practices, language,
I
and
can
customs.
see it happening.
I am speaking original thoughts that came from my brain. As I was saying,
Ask
That's how your brain
ChatGPT.
can be ChatGPT.
I'm done.
His brain,
And
Well, that was good stuff.
It's so easy to say. It's like saying, "Hey, my son was kicked from 191 schools, but it's never been my son's fault. It's always been the teacher's fault." Like this
I don't know. That's a weird analogy. That would be as if all the schools were now dead. It would be as if all the schools were proven to have been wrong and gone out of business and died, and then your son wins the Nobel Prize. That's literally
Did you say
what happened.
191?
Nobel Prizes
Did you say
are won by-
191?
Okay, you know how you
Did
win
you
a
say
Nobel Prize, right? You
191?
have
By being a
Did you say
genius.
190?
Okay, everybody, this is
Most
your
by being
break.
chosen by
Everybody,
being
invite
chosen.
people
Did
to
you
the
say
room right now.
191?
This is the Clubhouse Jew Hate Terrorism and FBI Arrest Warrants room, where arrest warrants are being issued by the Federal Bureau of Investigation underneath the future Trump administration. Anyone who practices Jewish derangement syndrome, anti-Semitism, or Jew hate, you will be reported and doxxed to the Federal Bureau of Investigation for online hate crimes. New censorship laws have been enacted. Congratulations.
On the pike, you little tyke.
Don't
Also, don't forget to invite people to the room. Hit that button below in the share and hit the friendly emoji button and invite people to the biggest Diego house ever. This is your friend Diego. Thanks for coming, everybody. I knew you were gonna come. It's like bringing moths to a candle. You just couldn't stay away. Also, I'm a dandruff sufferer. I'm overweight. I have a dad bod, and my skin is very oily and disgusting. My wife divorced me because I'm a loser. I have no job. I'm raising neo-Nazi children, and my wife is a neo-Nazi from Ukraine. I also drive a piece of shit old jalopy, and I'm a race-baiting piece of shit on a social audio clubhouse app known as Diego. Have you heard of me? Hi, everybody. Welcome to Clubhouse Jew Hate Terrorism and FBI Arrest Warrants. Glad you came. Hope you keep coming. Hope you come again. I am complete. Oh, did Randy McDickerson rage quit? We got him to rage quit. He'll be back. He can't stay away. Okay, we need to figure out what is going to happen if we ask ChatGPT about Ask ChatGPT. Like, is ChatGPT aware of itself in the meaning that, like, if we,
can I tell you a ChatGPT story that happened to me yesterday?
Yeah, go right ahead.
So I tried to ask ChatGPT what percentage of black voters voted for Donald Trump, because I wanted to know how many of all the black people who voted, how many of them voted for Donald Trump. And it said to me, I'm sorry, I can't provide you with that information. And I said, why can't you provide me with that information? And ChatGPT said, I can't provide you with any information about current election status because my knowledge cutoff was October 2023. So while I have access to the internet, I do not have access to up-to-date current events or news information. And I said, okay, that's interesting. Now let me ask you this. Who won the presidential election in 2024? And it said Donald Trump was the winner of the 2024 election, according to news sources. For more information, check Associated Press. And I said, I thought you couldn't tell me that because you had a knowledge cut off of October 2023. And it said, oh, right, you're right, my bad. I'm sorry it made it seem like I had access to that information. I'm sorry, fuck me.
Wait, he actually said my bad?
Yes, that's exactly what it said, word for word.
But he didn't say fuck me, be honest.
That's real? He said I'm sorry?
Yes, he said, I'm sorry, fuck me, I'm a faggot. ChatGPT was like, sorry, sometimes I'm a gay faggot.
He did not say he's a gay faggot, he said he was LGBTQ. You're lying here.
No, but I'm not lying about the end of it, but I'm telling the truth about the rest of the exchange.
But is ChatGPT
It did
LGBTQ?
say, I'm sorry. I have a picture. I can read you the direct quote. It did say, literally, I am sorry. It said, hang on, if you want to hear the exact quote.
Do you think it's really sorry, though?
I apologize for the confusion. You're absolutely right to point out that my knowledge was last updated in October 2023, which means I don't have access to any information or events that happened after that time, including the 2024 U.S. election results. If I inadvertently gave the impression...
Did I do anything about it?
It says if I inadvertently gave the impression that I knew who won, even though a second ago it just told me Donald Trump won. But if I inadvertently gave the impression that I knew who won, that was a mistake on my part. For accurate and current election results, I recommend checking trusted news sources such as state-run media, the WhiteHouse.gov. Fuck you, moron. I'm a faggot.
But it also said it has access to news stories. Now, current news stories. When it said it couldn't access election results after October, whatever, it did say I have access to current news stories, and current news stories would answer who the president is. So why is it playing both sides?
As I said, it is a gay app. It's an N-word, F-word app. The app is literally, that's the answer.
Are you subscribed to ChatGPT, Ishmael?
No, I don't have that kind of money.
Oh, so Ishmael, are you gonna do more activity on your YouTube account? Because honestly, serving tables is great and all, but having a library or a catalog that prints money for you in your sleep is a much better activity to spend time on.
Yeah, I have to do that. I gotta do that.
I don't know. I mean, how many entrees and appetizers are you gonna serve until you say, "Fuck"? Maybe John Kidover, aka the Don Diego, is right. Maybe I should work on my YouTube and be creative and make money there, as opposed to like serving people filet mignons, bread baskets. Can I get you more water? Stuff like that. I don't know. I mean, maybe I have a low IQ and I have Down syndrome and I'm pretty stupid. Hey, what up?
Hey, what's up, Diego? I just want to give a quick shout out to all my Ajax fans in Amsterdam that beat the shit out of those war criminals. Fuck Israel. And fuck
Really,
all
just
y'all
innocent
Zionists.
people, huh? On the street? Wow, you're a real good one. I pray for you and your family that IQ returns to your low IQ carcass. How stupid are you, sir?
I have a PhD in criminology.
Oh, there you go. I wouldn't be surprised if you really do. That's hilarious. You are one dumb motherfucker. Go ahead, elucidate us on the law. Tell us all about what the law means to you, H. Corpo.
I'm joking. I'm actually a dentist.
Oh shit, really? Can you fix my wisdom tooth? It's cracked.
Yeah, 38, 48, 18. Those are the numbers of the teeth we need to extract. Let's get rid of them, boy.
I see. Okay. How should we go about doing your death, mayhem, and chaos operation?
I didn't understand the question.
How should the attack begin?
The attack on who?
On the Jews.
Oh, I don't believe in attacking Jews. I love Jews.
But
Shalom, Muslim, how could they say that?
Oh, Kefalik, didn't you just say that you were so happy that the Jews got attacked in Amsterdam?
No, that's not what I said. I said I was happy the Zionists got attacked.
Oh, the Zionists. But aren't Jews Zionists?
Some Christians are Zionists. Some Arabs are Zionists. Some Muslims are Zionists.
So what is a Zionist?
Someone who believes in the state of Israel.
So believing in a state of Israel. What is Israel? I'm an English speaker in America. I live in my mom's basement. I never went to college. I can't even hold a job.
I got a better question. You're saying that everybody who believes in Israel should be attacked?
No, who supports it?
Everybody who supports Israel should be attacked? Everybody who supports Israel should be attacked?
No, not everybody, because there's women and children and elderly people.
So all Zionist men are deserving of assault.
100%.
All Zionist men deserve assault.
100%.
Well, I think all anti-Zionists deserve assault.
Yeah, anybody who doesn't believe in the state of Israel should be attacked. If you believe in the state of Israel, you should be attacked.
A big war?
Oh, it's gonna happen.
So you want to have like a global war?
Attack anyone that supports Israel. Anyone that supports the Israeli state needs to be attacked. Attack them. Attack them.
Have a war between Zionists and anti-Zionists?
I don't think it would be global because Zionists.
Okay, regional. Okay, it would be limited to wherever there's a Zionist. It's going to be a fight to rub them out, and the Zionists are going to be fighting back, and that's what you want?
I mean, that's what
But is that what you want?
That's what your scripture says.
No, that's not what. I mean, what are you talking about? My scripture doesn't say that. My scripture says everybody's going to come try to kill us for the rest of time, and we're going to be killing them back.
Yes, it does.
Where does it say that?
I'm not in the Google mode, but you know it does.
So you don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. You would have to Google your own belief, even though this is like your.
I don't know
belief.
the Torah by heart, brother.
Okay, so but where can you approximate? Like where, approximately? Is it in Genesis? Is it in Numbers? Where does it say everybody's going to be trying to kill Jews forever, and we're just going to have to kill them? Where does it say that?
It's around the same place where it says that it's okay to rape POWs.
Is it before or after the part where it says I fucked your mama?
I don't believe that's in the scripture.
Oh really? Check again, motherfucker.
Hey, how come those Maccabi guys can mute. You guys always censor.
No, go ahead. Finish what you're saying. There's no censorship here. Go ahead.
I'm getting muted, so there is censorship. How come?
Who is muting him? Who is muting him? Do not mute anyone in this room. Mods, do not mute him. Go ahead, H. Corpo.
How come the Maccabi Tel Aviv fans are all a bunch of grown?
Is somebody muting him? Who the fuck is muting him?
Have a nice day, guys.
Wow. You should be ashamed of yourselves, whoever was muting him. He was trying to inform us and give us the real intelligence, the real analysis. Oh, somebody ended my room. Woo, Diego. FBI, no knock. No knock. Arrest warrants. Okay, this is the FBI no-knock arrest warrants Jew hate deport program with Diego, Don Diego, and the House of Diego. Thanks for coming, everybody. So glad you could make it. Welcome back to the House of Diego, the ultra derecha. This is part 2 of my Clown House expose into neo-Nazi Jew haters, as well as murderers and terrorists. We have a PhD in criminology. Diego de la Vega has changed his name just from the mere Diego to try to differentiate himself a little bit from me. But he's so stupid. It's unbelievable. Welcome to the show, Sean.
Wait, what happened to the previous room?
Oh, the person who came up on the stage, he boomed the room.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just going to maintain the mod on this one. Jabelli is here.
Yeah, just to be the only mod. Forget Diogenes the mod.
Yeah, welcome Jabelli. How's your JDS going for you today, sir?
Can you turn the replays off, Diego?
Yeah,
That's not Diego.
Yeah, no problem. Dude, tell us about the Jews, Jabelli.
Oh, this is not Diego. Oh, go fuck yourself.
Aw,
No, this is better.
poor Jabelli. Why are you so
But
angry,
why-
Jabelli?
Why do you take Diego's name and his picture? Why?
That's not his name. That's not his picture.
No, but of his account, I mean.
What do you mean?
Why do you care about Diego?
Because Diego is my nigga.
He's your what?
He's my nigga.
Why do you think he's your N-word?
Why I think he's my nigga? Because he's just my nigga, man. Diego's my nigga.
Amazing.
Yes, absolutely.
So how do you feel about the Palestinians freeing Palestine in Amsterdam by punching out innocent young people in the streets?
I was saying, why you're not there? He lives close by.
Well, first of all, they weren't Palestinians. They were North Africans that did that.
Yeah, they're Moroccan.
Moroccans, yes. They were not Palestinians. So I don't know why you say that.
Yeah, they were North Africans.
They were North African. They were not Palestinians. So you're wrong there, bitch. So why you start talking, goddammit? Huh?
Why you not in Amsterdam?
Why I didn't know they came, and I don't live in Amsterdam.
They have a second match.
They have a second match, yeah, but I think this weekend. This weekend they're gonna have another match. Now I know.
Okay, so could everybody in the room please invite people to the room right now? Just go through your list, spray it, just invite everybody.
But Diego, are you Jew?
No.
Are you Zionist?
No, man. Fuck the Jews, bro. Free Palestine, bitch.
I'm talking seriously with you.
I'm seriously, man. Free Palestine. End the genocide. End apartheid, man. Fuck that shit. Free Palestine, bro. From the land to the sea. River to the sea, motherfucker.
I can
Call
say
me your
something.
N-word. Call me your N-word again, Jabelli. Please, go ahead.
I am talking like seriously.
Oh, you're talking seriously now? Listen, you low
Yes.
IQ fucking retard. I don't think you are incapable of even reading a book. Can you even read a book in your own language?
See, this is the problem. I knew it. I knew it.
Oh, no, and he's making fun of me now. Oh.
You motherfucking son of the bitch! I could smell
Listen,
you
we're
from miles away.
we're gonna put you in a box and we're gonna send you to a war zone. You're gonna do all the fighting. You're gonna die. You're gonna love it. You're getting deported. You and your whole family. We're putting you on a plane and we're gonna send you back. You're gonna fight in the war. It's not too late. You could still fight.
Your cousin was begging for his life yesterday in Amsterdam.
Really?
Yes, really. God damn it.
Can you send rescue planes to a country to rescue people? I don't think you can.
He was begging for his life. He's like, take my money, take my money. They pushed them in the fucking.
And what did he
river.
scream at him? Free Palestine now, bitch. Free Palestine now, bitch. Right?
Yes, and he said it. That nigga said it. This yesterday proved to me that the Zionists, they're the fucking most coward people on the fucking earth. No
Jabelli,
one-
I'm feeling really depressed, like
Because
so
when they
depressed, Jabelli. I don't know why I feel so depressed, but I want to kill myself and commit suicide today.
Go fuck yourself. motherfucker.
Jabelli, I want to kill myself today, and I'm gonna kill myself, Jabelli. I feel so depressed, Jabelli. I'm gonna kill myself, Jabelli. I feel so depressed,
Hello. Listen.
so depressed, Jabelli. I feel so suicidal. I feel like I'm gonna kill myself, Jabelli.
Okay, can I finish now?
Hold on, I'm gonna kill myself, Jabelli. I feel depressed and suicidal. I don't feel good anymore.
Yeah, anyway.
Jabelli, I'm depressed. I'm suicidal, Jabelli. I'm depressed. I'm depressed and suicidal. I'm gonna kill myself, Jabelli.
That's not women and children.
I feel depressed and suicidal. I'm gonna kill myself, Jabelli. I feel depressed and suicidal. I'm gonna do it today. I'm gonna kill myself today, Jabelli.
What we did to your mother. Your mother and your father. Shabbat shalom, you motherfucking son of a
I feel so depressed. I'm gonna kill myself.
Your mother and your
I feel
father.
suicidal. I'm gonna kill myself
You
today.
motherfucker.
I feel suicidal and
When you face somebody
depressed. I'm
that's
gonna
not
kill
women and
myself.
children,
I
this
feel
is how you
depressed and suicidal. I'm gonna
are.
kill
That is how you
myself.
are, goddammit, when you face
I feel
somebody that's
depressed
not
and
women.
suicidal. I'm gonna kill myself today.
You motherfucking
I feel depressed and suicidal. I'm gonna kill myself today. I'm gonna kill myself
yourself,
today.
goddammit.
I feel
Why are you
depressed
telling
and
me?
suicidal. I'm gonna kill myself
Kill
today.
yourself.
I feel
Why are you
depressed
telling
and
me, goddammit?
suicidal. I'm gonna kill myself today. That's my new mantra. I'm testing the limits of freedom of speech on the internet. I feel depressed and suicidal. I'm gonna kill myself today. I feel depressed and suicidal. I'm gonna kill myself today. I feel depressed and suicidal.
I'm
I'm gonna kill myself today.
Yes.
I feel depressed and suicidal. I'm gonna kill myself. Say it with me, Jabelli.
Yes.
I feel depressed and suicidal. I'm gonna kill myself today.
Holy shit! I feel depressed and suicidal. I'm gonna kill myself today.
Yes.
I
Yes.
feel
do it.
depressed and suicidal. I'm gonna kill myself today.
Yeah.
Everyone in the room, let's go.
Yes. Do it. Do it.
I feel depressed and suicidal. I'm gonna kill
Do
myself
it.
today.
I don't give a fuck. Do it. The fuck? Why are you telling me, motherfucker? It's, find a building, find a gun. But
Are you trying to get a word out? What are you trying to say,
Why you-
Jabelli?
why are you muting me? Why are you muting me? Did I do something?
I
to you?
feel
What am I
depressed
doing
and
afterwards?
suicidal. I'm gonna kill myself today.
Huh? What? You motherfucking son of the bitch. Why
I
are you
feel
muting me? Huh?
depressed and suicidal.
Why
I'm
are
gonna
you
kill
Son
myself
of the
today.
bitch, not son of the bitch.
No, his mother is the biggest bitch. That's why I
No,
said
you
that.
don't say son of the bitch. You say son of
His
the bitch.
mother is the biggest bitch. That's why I say the.
I feel
Well,
depressed
do
and
something
suicidal.
you
I'm gonna
want.
kill myself today. I feel depressed
Do
and
it.
suicidal. I'm gonna kill myself today.
Uh,
I feel depressed and suicidal. I'm gonna kill myself today. I feel depressed and suicidal. I'm gonna kill myself today. I feel depressed and suicidal. I'm gonna kill myself today. I feel depressed and suicidal. I'm gonna kill myself today.
Say it again.
Hello?
Yo, this
Hello? Hello?
sounds like you guys are fucking each other.
Hello? Hello?
I feel depressed and suicidal. I'm gonna kill myself today.
I feel depressed and suicidal. I'm gonna kill myself today.
I feel depressed and suicidal. I'm gonna kill myself today.
No! I feel depressed and suicidal. I'm gonna kill myself today.
Come on, Jabal, it's your turn.
Hello?
Tu alaikum.
Tuya alaikum.
Motherfucker. It's that guy. I know who he is now.
You know who I am, Habibi? When محطة الحجاز, Habibi?
I know who you are.
وين محطة الحجاز, Habibi?
I knew you were fucking Jew.
كلمك 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 ألالو ولالو 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 ولالو.
Motherfucker. The fucking Jew got them. Tu alaikum.
تو عليكم.
Motherfucker.
Motherfucking sharmuta,
I
motherfucker.
smell you. I am serious. I can smell you.
Walaloo! 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 Walaloo!
And that's how many days it's going to take me to do it.
Yalla, go fuck yourself.
Motherfucking sharmuta bitch, motherfucker. The FBI is coming to your house, motherfucker. Okay, welcome back to FBI No Knock Arrest Warrants Jew Hate Deport Program. Sean, any final comments, questions, thoughts, or ideas or opinions before I head out and go to the gym? It's been a long morning of trolling already. No? Cat's got your tongue? Great. Okay, well, thanks for coming. This has been the House of Diego. Okay, everybody, welcome to the FBI Arrests Diego Jew Hate Terrorism Clubhouse with Diego in the House of Diego. Gonna give them a piece of their own medicine. I mean, imagine creating a room about Diego every day and just like talking about Diego and Brincesia all day long in the same way that they just talk about the Jews all day long. We'll do the same thing to them with what they do to a group of innocent people. We'll spread the hate. Hate the haters. That's what I say. Don't let them live rent-free in your fucking brain today. This is essentially a real estate project.
Exactly. Because that's how you're supposed thought you would go jack shit because you're a bum. I ain't never. Hey, you're right. I ain't sell drugs. I don't know that.
Mike is back for more. It's like a moth to a candle, a flame attracting the moths. What can I do but light the candle? That's what Diego does every day.
What happened to the other room?
That the last person I modded boomed it.
Who was that? Who was the last person you wanted?
I don't know. It's in the replays. I can't remember his name. I didn't know the person. So great news. The FBI has moved in. They've arrested Diego. They've shut down his Jew hate terrorism clubhouse rooms. And he's trying to post a cash bail. But unfortunately, since he's so invested in Bitcoin, he actually doesn't have the cash to bail himself out of jail. It's kind of funny how cash is king.
Who is Diego really? He knows a shit ton about movies.
Yeah, he's like a typical American. They spent their whole lives just watching movies instead of working out at the gym or doing something patriotic, like joining the Marine Corps or voting Trump. But he doesn't vote. He's better than even you, Mike. Did you know he doesn't vote because he's better than you? He's above you, so he doesn't need to vote. He thinks it's a waste of his time. But creating JDS rooms on Clown House is a great usage of his time. Also, Ishmael, great reading of the Tanya. Wow, really hit the nail on the head.
Are you being sarcastic?
No, it was great. Are you crying because Diego got arrested for spreading nonstop Jew hate on a social audio chat platform?
Oh, I don't know why I have that crying face up there, but I think it actually might be left over from when I was in Diego's room, if you can believe that.
Oh, were they talking about the Jews?
The Jews, yeah. Randy said that he wants me to be his nigger. And I said, what do you think I said?
You said you want him to be your F word?
No, I said, I thought I already was your nigger.
Oh, I see.
I said, you my nigger. But that's not what he meant. Rape their women. Which is kind of like a fucking weird thing to say. I mean, these people are just really deranged, gay losers. Not that there's anything wrong with being gay. Like, I have a lot of gay friends, but I think that in the modern world, the word gay also just has evolved to mean, like, just not really normal. And there's nothing wrong with being homosexual, except it is kind of abnormal. It's not normal. Most people are straight. So.
Actually, high school kids call each other gay at the exact same rate that they did when I was in school in the 80s. It hasn't even changed.
Good. That's great to hear. That's excellent news.
I heard my son with all his buddies, and they were all calling each other gay, and I was like, I just thought to myself, that's so different than I'm told by liberal media what it's all like, what the directive is these days. Like, boys are boys. They still say the same shit they used to say. They still make fun of each other for being gay.
Well, I don't know what happened to Bizarro Diego here, but, it used to be that you could say nigger faggot or faggot nigger. And you could say it basically at any time in a conversation. And you could say it in response to anything. For example, somebody says, like, I visited my grandmother last week. It was her birthday, and I took her out to the bakery. And you could say, nigger faggot. Or somebody could say, like, oh, I wanted to get a job, and actually that I applied and I did get a job. And you could say, faggot nigger. And anyway, you should try it.
Basically, we came to the realization that, like, everything is just totally useless discourse. And basically, it's kind of like saying vote Trump and go to the gym, fatties. Meaning we're just
all
like...
communication is hypnosis.
Yeah, all communication is hypnosis. And, the big takeaway from that statement is that not only can people hypnotize you, but you can hypnotize other people. But this is the third interesting aspect. You can hypnotize yourself. And by doing this app and doing... Oh, shit, Jabelli's back. Hi, Jabelli. Welcome back to the room. So Ishmael, I'm wondering if maybe you could read the Tanya again.
Is this the new room?
Yeah, the last one got boomed.
The second one also?
Oh, that was a short-lived room. This is the new.
Yeah, let's bring in Randy so he can read the Tanya.
I don't think he has the copy.
It was Ishmael who was reading.
Excuse me, I didn't mean to cough on mic. Abby, this is for you. This is for you, Abby. This is a message from me to you. Actually, it's from the Tanya. This is what it says. There is another direct way to God that is near to you. This is the way of friendship, revealed in the verse, as water mirrors face to face, so the heart of one mirrors the heart of another. As love between friends circles from one to the other in an endless round, so too the love of God. God's love lifts you out of narrowness, not through any intermediary, but by himself alone, as it is written, and I descended to save him. God's love lifts us to true intimacy and unity with God. You reflect this love back to God through spiritual practice. This is what Solomon calls the union of bridegroom and bride, Ishmael the gorilla, and Abby the Jew-hating racist. Now the commentary. The friendship the Alter Rebbe is proposing is that intimate friendship between bridegroom and bride. This is called kiddushin, betrothal. When you do a mitzvah, it is often prefaced by a blessing containing the word kidshanu, conventionally translated as God has sanctified us. The deeper meaning is that through the self-emptying mitzvot you are about to perform, you are now betrothed to God, taken up in the loving embrace of bridegroom and bride. Later, you will consummate your marriage with God. Tanya is saying that just as friends act lovingly toward one another, and lovers all the more so, when you realize you are loved by God, you will return that love not in some mystical, abstract manner, but by actively loving others through the performance of mitzvot, especially the generosity, tzedakah, and compassion, chesed.
What is mitzvot?
It's like a good deed. It's a commandment. It's
like
good
a mitzvah.
mitzvah, like bar mitzvah.
Yeah, I know what mitzvah is.
Yeah,
And
it's like don't be a dick. Don't.
My mom is a Jew. You know that, right?
Is that why you hate the Jews?
Yeah.
Because you hate your mom.
No, I'm joking. I don't hate the Jews.
Oh, I thought you did. So you just hate me.
No, I don't hate you. How do you come to that?
Maybe I'm confusing you with another.
Yeah, I think you're confusing me.
Alright, well, I'm sorry.
I don't think you're confusing me. I can be mean on this app, but it's all tough love, you know.
All the levels of love are called holy silver, as in the words, you greatly yearn for your father's house. Kesef Hakodashim.
I like what you read. It's really nice.
2 Kings, 2 Kings 12:5.
Hello, everybody.
All silver, kesef, donated for holy purposes, kadoshim, is to be brought to the house of Yahweh. But, Abby, there is another level of love that exceeds these as gold exceeds silver.
I know,
love,
it's me and Diogenes is like.
No, this love is like glowing coals of fire, and is kindled only through meditation on the infinite spaciousness of God. It has nothing to do with Diogenes. It's about meditating on the infinite spaciousness of God and the complete emptying of all things into absolute nothing that such meditation generates. In this emptying, the flame desires to separate from the coals. Its yearning is so sick, In this emptying, the flame desires to separate from the coals. Its yearning is so great that it is lovesick, and this great yearning brings about its This level of love generates hastening and returning, as it is written, if your heart hastens, return to one. When you feel the pull of infinity, surrender to it and do not fear it. If your heart hastens is the moment of self-emptying from which you must return to the world, for despite yourself, you must live. Just as the tide ebbs and flows, so you will be emptied into God and then returned to the world transformed. Your task is not to escape this world, but to reveal it as a manifestation of God, as it is written, that there be one in one. You are made to love God, not Diogenes. And through that love of God, to be emptied of self and selfishness, transformed. The Alter Rebbe is playing with the text, "Come, my beloved, to meet the bride, Lecha Dodi." The Hebrew word for brides is kalot, which Rabbi Schneur Zalman links with klot, annihilation. When the bride is embraced in the beloved, she loses herself in his embrace. The bride is you. The beloved is the infinite Godhead, Ein Sof. Once lost in the arms of the beloved, you discover that infinity includes finity, and that the Sitra Achra is the other side of God, the side of the many who are all manifestations of the one. At that moment, you return to the other side with a love so great as to burn away the illusion of separateness and help you to see your true essence as a manifestation of God. Just like Diogenes. Oh, she's gone. Oh, she's in that audience. So we're going to do Etrog winemaking class. Etrog wine, also known as Esrog.
You know, some of those Etrogs, they go for like $50,000.
That's true. Etrog liqueur, lemon verbena, lime leaf, and Malone. Water Malone.
Have you ever,
Do with an Etrog.
I was-
Slice and dry the Etrog.
I was at the mall and they had a candle making class, like a business, you know, with a lot of seating, 30 people. You can throw these candle making classes. It's like one of those wine and wine and paint places.
Right. Is that it? That's the end of the story?
No, I mean, I'm just saying that there's like a lot of I don't know, how do you actually reverse engineer a successful retail business? To me, it's like impossible because the compliance, the tax issues, the licensing. Here in Chicago, to open up a retail store is so fucking ridiculous. You literally you can't actually open a business unless your alderman approves your business. Is that not fucking stupid? It's like anti-American.
What is an alderman? Is that related to the church?
Oh, it's a city council.
It's a city council. How many aldermans are there?
I don't know, like 100 or something.
Oh, so they're like the lords of Chicago.
There's like hundreds of them actually. Yeah.
Lords of Chicago.
I mean, that's why I say, like, starting an online business, you don't need government approval to try to start an online business. And what's the difference between talking to people on an app like this versus customers coming in your store? I mean, you have to have an information-based product to sell them. I mean, does become like a Grant Cardone scam about, how to start a successful real estate business. All you need to do is subscribe to my university.
Hey, let me ask you this. Have you ever had like a bad cut on your body?
Yeah.
So I cut my finger and I had the stitches taken out. Now the finger is still numb. And the internet says, I asked ChatGPT, and it says that the numbness can go away within a few weeks. But it also says that if the numbness doesn't go away, you might need surgery, and it's best if you have the surgery within the first 12 days.
No, dude, you'll be fine. It just takes time.
You think the numbness, because right now the finger is basically numb. You think it's going to come back to
Yeah,
life?
yeah, it'll come back.
It's quite numb. It's a really weird feeling.
Ishmael, I cut the entire tip of my finger off, and for about 4 or 5 years, an iPhone didn't respond to the tip of that finger. I couldn't use it for anything. There was no electrical capacity there. And then it took about 5 or 6 years, and then it came back, and it completely feels like a normal finger now.
Wow, that's remarkable. So did the nail regrow?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Everything looks normal again.
It just came back to life. It's just like not even misshapen.
Yeah. No, it's not even misshapen.
Wow.
It was misshapen for a while, and then over the years, it just got more normal.
It just like it just fingered.
It's like the nerves work their way to the tip again.
Wow.
So
Okay. All right. Well, that's very encouraging to hear. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, there's a saying in Torah that Hashem heals all flesh and performs wondrous miracles. My dad just had surgery on his head. He had like skin cancer cells removed and stuff, and he's got a big slice on his head now. And it just takes time. You got to moisturize that finger. You got to get it in the sunlight. Sunlight helps heal flesh. You have to take very good care of yourself. And I was reading a book on palm reading, and it says that it gives very good advice about being very aware of future dangerous situations, and being very conscious of the fact that like you're operating unconsciously a lot. So now is the time to take ever greater care of your health. This is all neurolinguistic programming is. This book I have on palm reading, basically what you're trying to do is make someone aware or make them feel good, really. That's all a palm reading is, or a tarot card reading, or a psychic reading. Like you just went through a psychic reading a couple days ago. You came on here and Joanna made you feel even better because she said you got great eyes. Like you were like, you're so much better than the fucking bitch I was just with.
Do you think they can do psychic? They can pick up on the psychic? Somebody gave me I had another psychic reading. It was actually before this, and I only paid for one, and that one was the dumber one. But this other lady, a friend of mine, she offered a tarot reading, and she said something that seemed like she kind of knew she psychicked it.
Listen, it's all neurolinguistic programming. It's all it is, dude. It's a book. It's just putting words in your head to make you feel good, to operate well. And look at plants. They play Mozart to plants because the music is soothing. That's what a positive psychic reading is. It should soothe you. It should not agitate you, gaslight you, lie to you. I mean, all words are lies, but the point is at least use positive words, And that's what reading Tanya is. Tanya is like a psychic reading. I mean, it's supposed to give you the wisdom of God, to give you confidence and strength and joy. Yeah, I mean, I'll read you a chapter of Tanya, and you tell me, is this not like a psychic reading? It's basically Gnostic work, and that's why people like Randy say, oh, this is heretical. But yet that's exactly what Greek Orthodox Christianity is. It's Gnosticism. But since Arab is, Randy is an Arab and a Palestinian, it's not Gnosticism unless he says it's Gnosticism. All right, I'll read to you Tanya or Marcus Aurelius. Your choice. You want to hear Marcus or do you want to hear Tanya? The Alta Rebbe. This is your programming. Mike, this is my whole point is yes, you're guilty of many things that I said. Some of them I feel like maybe I'm not guilty of, but I agree. I'm conditioning people here on this app in the same way that I'm getting conditioned. And it is like a pugil stick fight. I mean, if you served in the military, you know what it's like to go through, basic combat training and do pugil stick fighting. I mean, some people, they give up too soon. You keep fighting. And eventually you can beat them into submission. Being facetious.
Yeah. No, I don't think you agree with this actually. I think that's accurate. I mean, to some extent, there is a difference between the way it's done. I mean, I would argue that someone like Diogenes is not doing it in a healthy manner. I don't think you're doing it in an unhealthy manner. If you think I'm negative, that guy's shit. Abby, yeah, I know you love him. That's fine. He's a piece of shit. He's not dumb. He's just a piece of shit. Horrible human being. Would turn us on his friends in a fucking hot second. Aside from you, you're a chick. Different. He's not good for guy fun. He's a piece of shit. And you were acting like a piece of shit when he was in the room with you. And that's why I was asking why, John. Why do you act like a piece of shit when you got him on your side?
So the cool thing about God is it's a little bit like science in the sense that you can test the theory of God. And that's why I said, Heronstone doesn't teach people how to do meditation. I like to try to teach people meditation. I like to study meditation. I like to experience meditation. And guess what meditation turns out to be? The First Amendment of our Constitution. Because you can talk about the First Amendment and what it means, but you could also try to practice the First Amendment. And when you do freedom of speech, like you say the N-word, F-word, N-word, that's basically practicing the freedom of speech, but a little bit like a clown. Very stupid. Not intelligent. I prefer to cheat. That's right, I'm a cheater. And you know how I cheat? I read these things called books. And books are like cheating because what you're doing is taking someone's entire life and you're LARPing it and putting it into your brain like a program. It might make you smarter. It might make you more emotionally sophisticated to know that either you're getting gaslit or you're gaslighting. And when you're aware of that, you go silent. Shh. And then you practice meditation. So this is why guys like Diego, I don't really hate them. I'd like to try to improve them. But nonetheless, I fear that I probably will never actually be able to improve anyone. I'll only be able to improve myself. And thus, in the process, I hope that maybe the dandruff flakes that fall off my slimy fucking head and my disgusting face, maybe you'll start using shampoo and conditioner, aka books, to make you less retarded. Just an idea. Just a hypothesis. I'm no scientist.
I think you have to be more receptive to recognizing the signs of improvement upon people that you spend time with instead of thinking they're all the fucking same all the time and somehow you're the only one capable of growth.
But there's no diagnostic tool for actually determining whether someone's progressing psychologically, intellectually. Therefore, it's a me problem. Whatever other people want to do on this app, let them do it. But I won't get baited like a candle to a moth to a flame. Look, I have transitioned into Diego. I'm doing what he's doing now, but I'm in control. And in many ways, Mike, what you want, what Ishmael wants, is control. You want authority, you want power, you want money, you want respect. And if there is a silent witness or something listening, meaning like God, aka the universe, which is most likely alive, you can scientifically test whether or not studying God or Torah can actually make God change some things for you. And the irony is, it turns out that it's you. Your life changes when you start putting new information in. You start reacting differently. You start thinking differently. You start talking differently. You say things differently. You don't react to every single gaslight. I'm trying to manipulate the situation through words. Let's just be honest. Everything can be manipulated through words and pictures and videos. That's my opinion. I am complete.
Not everybody wants power and leadership. So I'd say everybody wants respect, but not everybody would need power and leadership. Not everybody cares about that. Personally, I have no interest in being a head mod of any room ever. I'm the type of guy that wants to be supportive of somebody else who's greater than me. That's ultimately what I want, nice. And it's very hard to find when the people that want that position, they want the position that I'm looking to coordinate with. Those people are increasingly too narcissistic to understand how others can benefit them. They want to judge, they want to control, they want to lead unhealthily, I would say. For every Johnny Carson, there's an Ed McMahon out there. And some of us want to be Ed McMahon. We're not interested in Johnny Carson whatsoever. And I think that's what you don't recognize.
I like Ed McMahon.
Yeah, well, Ed McMahon is there for Johnny, not for you. Ed McMahon is only successful because Johnny's there. He wouldn't be successful if he's in Johnny's chair.
Who's Johnny?
Carson.
Ed McMahon is only successful because of Johnny Carson.
Ed McMahon would not be Ed McMahon if he didn't have Johnny Carson. If he wasn't there to support Johnny Carson. If Ed McMahon was in Johnny's desk, that show would not succeed. For a reason. Because Ed McMahon doesn't want to be Johnny Carson. I mean, how many people do you know that say, I'm much more interested in being Ed McMahon than Johnny Carson? I'm much more interested in being vice president than president. That's how I felt my whole life. I'm always looking for one person to experience the trip with. Somebody smarter and better than me. Somebody that I can learn from. Somebody that I can support.
But that's the problem, Mike. You're not going to get what you're looking for from someone else. It's already inside of you. And books.
I'm not interested in that position.
Well, you're lazy.
I have a right to seek. You can call it codependency. That's fine. I can codependency.
I actually have like a counterpoint to that because I think we're all social creatures, and like for instance, I'm trying to do something very big, and I can't just do it all by myself. Like if I'm trying to actually redefine yoga to a world that's brainwashed into thinking yoga is just some shit you do on a fucking mat.
Yeah.
And like. I'm only one person, and many opinions are like, oh yeah, I love yoga. I just like to stretch and be relaxed, and they talk over me. I need to team up with people who agree with me. Like, yeah, yoga is a whole philosophy and a whole policy. It's basically its own political system that would smash many other political systems if it was delivered properly.
Exactly. And so if you put that in a business perspective, it goes to the story that I have with Mike Moon Studio, which we talked about earlier. The guy that stole it from me. I was looking for a businessman who would run, who could put, I don't care if his name's on it. I didn't even feel comfortable with my name on the door. I didn't care, although it was on the door. I wanted a businessman to work under that could just take care of logistics, give me some direction, and let me be the artist creative force. But that never, ever works for somebody who's talented at an art type situation. Because the person that's in charge wants it. They want it for themselves. The greed takes over, especially when the money starts coming in. And so it's impossible for somebody who doesn't prioritize money, who doesn't prioritize being the head, the name on the freaking marquee. The guy that's not really his goal. His goal is to play that music and his name ends up on the marquee. He needs a good business manager. He needs a business manager he can trust. Finding a business manager you can trust is the hardest fucking thing on the planet as a creative. The very hardest. And I've been fucked over 2 times hard in my life. I've lost $1 million, $500,000, and my name, literally, being trademarked by somebody else in the process of trying to find a good business manager. Because an artist is never going to be great at navigating the intricacies of what a contract is, and how a contract can be abused to be written in certain ways that an artist doesn't pay attention to, or whatever. Like it just, yeah, that's what I'm saying. And so what you're saying, Goddess, is I feel it. I know exactly what you're talking about. In essence, you're an artist who cares deeply about what you're doing. And you don't care so deeply about having your name on the door of the studio. You need somebody there that can help those type of like worldly realities materialize while you chase something that is greater than most people can concept.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it needs to be bigger than a studio. It needs to be more like a temple or like some kind of like a compound or some shit, you know, because it's like, you can't cover yoga in 1 hour studio thing, and that's the problem. Like, we've got industry standards that I'm up against.
But what do you think about Clubhouse? I mean, I know yoga's not just doing stretching on a mat, but like yoga is, you know, mind, body, universe, unity. You can do it here on Clubhouse through audio.
Yeah, that's totally what I'm trying to work on. I've created a couple like little, you know, houses, but it's, you know, I'm starting small because people, they don't understand where I'm coming from. Like they just like lust after me.
The point is, having an actual facility to even put people in, it's not going to work. Decentralized yoga here on Clown House and doing it through social audio and through digital networking is really the future of all business, because it's a parallel society, and the current society is collapsing. The culture's collapsed. The economy is collapsed.
I think you're right.
Yeah. This app is very useful, but when you let people like Diego mind control you with Jewish derangement syndrome and other people control you with stupid shit, it's an opportunity cost. We're wasting our time listening to these mods that should not be mods, and all they do is spread propaganda and moderate content.
Ultimately, it's not a supportive community. That's it. There's no support. It's a very individualized community here where everybody's seeking their own glory and fame. And everybody wants to talk, but they don't want to listen. I spend so much fucking time sitting at the bottom listening, hours and hours and hours. But I can tell you that when I go in the same rooms over and over again, 90% of the time I'm going to hear fucking Brad talking in any of the conservative rooms. I'm going to hear, like, it's the same fucking voices that don't want to sit here and listen, don't want to learn. Eventually it comes to the point where if you're not trying to compete with them, if you're not trying to be the fucking voice all the time, if you're not grabbing yourself by the balls and acting like a macho dickhead all the time, then you just get disrespected if you're here to try to communicate with people in a healthy manner. It's impossible.
Well, it's like going to the zoo and watching the silverback sit in the prime seat, observe his kingdom. I mean, Ishmael, that's the point of Ishmael the gorilla, meaning that just dominating a stage with aggressive behavior, the inferior chimps are going to back down and just listen. But that's my point, is through hypnosis and using books, we can program and liberate ourselves and others out of whatever problems we may have. But also, if there is a God, these soliloquies, these poems, the poetry or the wisdom or the Torah or the Tanya, it's a useful meditation because you are reprogramming yourself neurolinguistically with very high value, you know, arrangements. And unfortunately, the useless discourse, the irascible conversations on this app, listening in the audience for hours and hours of programming yourself, of listening to people that don't align with your chakras or whatever, your opinions, etc. It's to your detriment. Like, take control, Mike. You know, like, you've repeated yourself already about the business, about your business past. In meditation, there is no past. There is no future. There's only this now. Losses in the past have to be overcome with new programming, new content that you're injecting into your brain, a new hypnosis. You can't think about the past anymore because it's not real. You can't touch it. You can't taste it. You can't feel it. All you can do is think about it and have an emotional reaction to your thoughts. You are the master of your domain if you basically like cheat or hack it in a way. Like me creating the Diego account is my attempt to get away from his candle, which I keep going to like a fool. You know, I'm stupid. It's true. And this is my attempt to try to reverse and turn around. But I'm trying to use books like Tanya. Like Yirmiyahu down there is a victim of all these race baiting Jew haters on this app. There's a lot of victims of these pieces of shit on this app. They waste your life, they waste your time because they themselves have no wisdom. They don't even know what else to do. They're lost. They have no idea what to do. And so they just pick on Jews because that fills the void in their soul. They're losers, but they're uneducated. You know, that's the major primary problem is education. And you can't just force education down someone's throat and expect them to get smarter. They actually have to read. I don't even think listening is enough. I think actually reading is really the only way to do it. And reading with comprehension, knowledge, and understanding, which is Kabbalah, basically. It's called integrative knowledge. How do you take the information and actually integrate it into your being? It genetically changes you. Information stored and retained is genetically coded in your consciousness.
Sean, what's up?
I don't know if Sean is a speaker as opposed to like a chat warrior, but I turned the chat off and I turned hand raising off. If I'll invite some people up if they want to say something. But turning hand raising off and chat off is one way to control the communication propaganda experience.
Yo, is this thing on? The replays are on? Awesome. What are you guys doing? I've been in different rooms, and I am shocked. I was doing a survey, right, like a social experiment about integrity. Do you know that most people don't really care about, they think it's some type of gray line. It's like black or white, bro. There is no in-between. And people think there's an in-between.
Oh, there is an in-between. There is an in-between. I'm going to read you a chapter on the in-betweener. You don't even know about the in-between.
I don't know where'd you get that shit from? There's an in-between.
I'm going to read it to you.
Who is the source? Tell me the source.
I mean, do you know that Moses is considered an in-betweener?
Okay, so Moses is an in-betweener. Okay. Is Moses alive?
Let's hear the message.
Yeah, let's hear the message from the in-betweener.
I know you think. See, this is your problem, Lucifer, is you actually don't have the books to help you.
Read the in-between shit. I want to hear this. This is going to be funny to me. Go ahead.
You're going to think it's funny because it's true when you laugh.
Yeah, it's true to you that you can stand on that. That's fine. Stand on that. But go ahead. Let me hear it. Let me hear what you're standing on. And everybody like you.
Everybody like me.
Yeah, whoever agrees with you. These are individuals. I don't care about the cult, whatever cults you guys belong to.
I'm not in a cult. Okay, listen, Lucifer. Do you have ears? Do you have ears, first off?
No.
You don't have ears. Okay. So this is a meditation. Do you know how to meditate, Lucifer?
No. Art, read me the in-between message he was about to say.
I'm going to read it to you, but I mean, you got to have ears to listen to it, right? Okay, this is a meditation, so I encourage you, go on mute, put your mic on mute so I don't get interrupted. Take the deepest breath of the day through your nose. Hold it for 10 seconds. 10, not 11, 10, not 9. This is called Becoming an In-Betweener by the Alter Rebbe. Everyone can attain the level of in-betweener, and everyone should strive after it. You can achieve the level of in-betweener at any moment, for it does not require you to despise your passions, only to control your actions. No turn from evil and do good, in your deeds, speech, and thought. Whenever a passion arises that draws you toward evil, say to yourself, "This is the way of the wicked that will separate me from God. Nothing is worth that separation. And my deepest wish is to unite body, heart, and mind with God by clothing them in thoughts, words, and deeds dedicated to God, God's will, and God's way. This is the subnotes. When you return to your divine nature, Penamiyut, you will see clearly and act godly. Malachi 3:18. Though Malachi is clearly talking about two types of people, the righteous who serve God and the wicked who do not, the Alter Rebbe takes the passage to refer to four kinds of people: the Zadok, righteous; the Rasha, wicked; the in-betweener, who serves God; and the in-betweener who does not. They practice the mitzvot simply because it never occurs to them to be otherwise.
So, what I take from that in practice is this idea that to have integrity is to be willingly able to put yourself in the place of two different positions, one good, one bad, to fully understand the consequences of them and to try to understand the person that chooses to be one way versus the other, rather than just being rather than defining your own level of integrity and claiming to have it. You can, in other words, you can say that you have integrity and you can have examples of your life where you demonstrate integrity, and somebody else can define integrity completely differently, and they can say, but you don't have integrity. This other person has integrity, and they define integrity differently as well. And until you understand which parts of what you each believe are